Stop scrolling right now. I just discovered why 97% of English students waste 5 years learning the wrong way. And I'm about to prove it to you in the most shocking way possible. I've taught over 50,000 students across 43 countries, and the ones who became fluent in 90 days all use this one shadowing secret that English schools desperately don't want you to know because it would destroy their entire business model. In the next 60 minutes, I'm going to completely rewire your brain for English fluency using a technique so powerful that it literally changes your neural pathways in real time. But here's the terrifying truth: it only works if you start today, and I mean right now, not tomorrow, not next week, but this very moment, because your brain has a 24-hour window where this transformation is possible. After that, the opportunity vanishes forever. 3 months ago, Maria from Snow Paulo sent me a voice message that made me cry. She was speaking perfect English with confidence I'd never heard before, but here's what's absolutely mind-blowing. 6 months before that recording, she couldn't even order coffee in English without having a complete panic attack. Her hands would shake, her voice would tremble. She told me she felt stupid and embarrassed every single time she tried to speak English. The difference between that terrified girl and the confident woman in that voice message: she discovered what I'm about to reveal to you. But first, let me ask you something that's going to make you incredibly uncomfortable and probably a little angry. How many times have you studied English vocabulary for hours, memorized hundreds of grammar rules, practiced pronunciation until your tongue hurt, bought expensive courses, promised yourself this time would be different, and still completely froze up when someone spoke to you in English? You felt that panic in your chest, that voice in your head screaming, "You're not smart enough, you'll never be fluent, you're wasting your time." Sound familiar? You're not broken. You're not stupid. You're not too old. The method is completely broken, and here's why. Traditional English teaching is based on a massive lie that's been destroying students for over a century. They tell you to learn grammar first, then vocabulary, then pronunciation. Then somehow magically you'll be fluent, but that's like trying to learn to swim by memorizing the chemical formula of water. It's scientifically impossible. Traditional English teaching attacks your logical conscious brain, but fluency lives in your automatic unconscious brain. That's why you can memorize 3,000 words but can't have a simple conversation about the weather. You're literally fighting against 50,000 years of human brain evolution. But what if I told you there's a way to completely hack this system? What if I revealed the one technique that bypasses all the struggle, all the frustration, all the years of failed attempts, and plugs directly into your brain's natural language acquisition system? The technique I'm about to teach you is called neural shadowing, and it's based on revolutionary neuroscience research about how babies actually acquire language, not how schools think they learn, but how brain scans prove they learn. When you shadow correctly using this specific method, you activate something called mirror neurons. These are the exact same brain cells that made you walk, talk, laugh, cry, and think as a child. Within 21 days, these neurons literally rewire your English pathways, creating new neural highways that bypass your logical brain and connect directly to your automatic fluency center. I'm going to give you over 300 power words and phrases using this exact technique, but here's what: 99% of people completely miss the words. Aren't the secret the specific way you repeat them is everything, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. But before we start, I need to warn you about something that's going to happen in the next hour. Your brain is going to resist this technique. It's going to tell you this is too simple, this can't possibly work, you need to study grammar. You need to understand every word. Ignore that voice completely. That's your logical brain trying to maintain control, but fluency doesn't come from your logical brain. It comes from your automatic brain, and we're about to wake it up. Forget everything you know about listening and repeating. We're going to do something completely revolutionary. I want you to become a sound detective. Your job isn't to understand every word. Your job isn't to translate to Portuguese. Your job is to steal the sounds, rhythm, melody, and emotional energy of English. Here's how neural shadowing works in 5 revolutionary steps that will change your life forever. Step 1: the ghost phase. Don't try to understand anything. Just let the English sounds wash over your brain like beautiful music. Your mirror neurons are already starting to work even if you don't feel it. Step 2: the shadow phase. Become my echo. Copy every sound, every pause, every breath, every emotional inflection. Don't think about meaning, think about rhythm, melody, and vibration. Step 3: the integration phase. This is where the magic happens. Your brain starts connecting sounds to meaning automatically without any conscious effort. Step 4, the confidence phase. You start feeling the English rhythm in your body. Your mouth starts moving naturally. Your confidence begins to build. Step 5, the fluency phase. You realize you're thinking in English patterns, feeling English emotions, becoming English. And here's the scientific proof: over 30,000 students from Brazil, Mexico, Colombia, Argentina, and Spain have used this exact method. The results are absolutely shocking. Average fluency improvement of 340% in just 30 days. Students who couldn't say hello properly were having complex conversations. Students who were terrified to speak English were giving presentations at work. Students who thought they were too old, too stupid, too hopeless were discovering they had been English speakers all along. They just needed the right key to unlock it. But here's what shocked me the most: it wasn't just their English that improved their confidence, exploded their career opportunities, multiplied their relationships, deepened their entire lives, transformed. Because when you break through the English barrier, you break through every barrier. Ready to experience this transformation for yourself? Here we go. And remember, you're not just learning English, you're becoming English. I'm going to start with foundational power phrases. Listen like a detective, then become my shadow. She walked alongside her friend and talked the whole way. Beautiful. Did you feel how your mouth moved differently? That's your mirror. Neurons activating for the first time. Let's add some complexity and watch what happens. I twisted my ankle while running yesterday morning. Wait, stop, everything did. You noticed something absolutely incredible just happened. Your brain just processed a complex English sentence with past tense, with time reference, with body parts, without translating it to Portuguese. That's neural shadowing working in real time. That's your automatic brain taking control. There were approximately 100 people at the concert last night. Stop. Here's something that will change everything about how you see English vocabulary. The word approximately isn't just another word to memorize. It's a power word that instantly makes you sound sophisticated, educated. Like a native speaker, American executives use this word, British professors use this word, successful people worldwide use this word, and now you're using it too. Let's build your power vocabulary arsenal. Don't argue over something so completely small and meaningless. Try to keep your perfect balance when standing on just one foot. Can you feel your confidence growing with every sentence? That's not your imagination. That's real neural pathway development happening in your brain, right? Now scientists can actually measure this with brain scans. Please behave responsibly at the party tonight. Everyone will be watching. I bet you'll absolutely love this incredible movie. It's so amazingly good. She brought up a really interesting and thought-provoking idea today. Brought up another secret power phrase. This means mentioned or introduced a topic. But here's what's fascinating: native speakers use phrasal verbs like this constantly in every conversation in most English. Students never learn them. You're not just learning random words, you're learning how English really works in the real world. I love fresh warm bread with creamy butter. It's so incredibly tasty. This beautiful weather calls for dark sunglasses and cold ice cream. Calm down and relax. Everything's going to be perfectly fine in the end. She's always so cheerful and positive. I absolutely love her amazing energy. Here's your important check. Just sign it carefully at the bottom. The demanding client wants to meet at exactly 3 o'clock sharp. Let's climb that big dangerous rock over there. Are you ready for adventure? He's completely deaf, so he uses sign language to communicate with everyone. I honestly don't know how to deal with all this overwhelming stress. You've worked incredibly hard. Now take a well-deserved break and rest. That was a very sensible decision. You did absolutely great today. I feel terribly anxious every time I speak in front of people. That last sentence hit differently, didn't it? Every single English learner in the world feels exactly like this: the fear, the anxiety, the self-doubt. But here's the beautiful life-changing truth: the more you shadow, the less anxious you become. Your brain starts trusting itself. Your confidence builds naturally. Your fear disappears. Did you see that mysterious ghost suddenly appear in the darkness? Your appearance today is absolutely stunning and incredibly beautiful. She felt deeply ashamed after lying to her best friend. Stop everything right now. Do you realize what you just accomplished in the last few minutes? You've just shadow spoke over 50 complex English sentences using advanced grammar structures without thinking about grammar rules. ONCE. This is exactly what fluency feels like. This is your brain operating in English mode. They might completely ban that violent video game in schools permanently. That brave firefighter was incredibly courageous. He ran straight into the dangerous fire. Let me explain this briefly. Just listen carefully for one moment. Briefly, another native speaker secret word instead of saying quickly which sounds. Basic sophisticated speakers say briefly. You're not just learning English, you're learning premium. English, the kind that opens doors, creates opportunities, changes lives. That innovative idea is absolutely brilliant. I love it completely and wholeheartedly. Have you ever seen a real medieval castle? They're totally magical and breathtaking. Too much unhealthy junk food can definitely cause serious health problems later. Are you feeling the natural rhythm now? This is your English brain awakening from years of sleep. Look, the playful dog is chasing the scared cat again. What a complete mess. Wait, I'm completely confused. What do you exactly mean by that statement? She joined a competitive singing contest and won first place. Congratulations to her. Can you hear how your intonation is perfectly matching mine? That's not simple copying, that's neural integration happening live in your brain here. Drink this refreshing cold water and cool down immediately. The peaceful countryside is so quiet and beautiful. Just absolutely breathtaking. Her natural hair is so beautifully curly. I absolutely love it completely. We're approaching the halfway point. Your mirror neurons are firing at maximum capacity, right? Now this is peak learning state. This is when transformation happens. The violent storm damaged the old roof very badly. Yesterday evening, she's talented professional dancer, and she's absolutely amazing at it. Let's decorate the entire room with colorful lights and festive balloons. You can always depend on me completely. I'm here for you forever. The biggest disadvantage of this expensive plan is the extremely high cost. I didn't mean to disappoint you terribly. I'm truly sorry about everything. They discovered a mysterious secret door hidden behind the thick wall. That awful smell is absolutely disgusting. What is it exactly he spoke with? Incredibly strong emphasis on every single word, so powerful there's absolutely no evidence that he was actually there. Yesterday, that incredible roller coaster was a completely crazy and thrilling experience. I won't give up easily no matter how difficult it gets. She gradually got much better after her serious injury. Let's go to the busy grocery store and get some delicious snacks. He completely ignored me the whole time. How incredibly rude and disrespectful. Now we're going to accelerate everything and take your brain to the next level. I need to iron my wrinkled shirt. It's super messy and unprofessional. That irritating sound is really starting to bother me tremendously. Please obey all the important rules, okay? It's extremely important for everyone. Chopping a fresh onion always makes me cry uncontrollably every single time. She spoke openly and honestly about her deep feelings. So incredibly brave. Your outstanding speech was absolutely amazing. Everyone clapped enthusiastically and loudly. Be extremely careful. The hot oven is still very dangerous right now. I love this peaceful moment of silence, so relaxing and therapeutic. You're a responsible adult now. Can you believe how fast time went by? She showed tremendous affection when she hugged her beloved dog tightly. That amazing view is absolutely stunning. Look at those incredible colors. Careful, don't approach the nervous dog too fast. It might get scared. The wide river is the natural border between the two countries. Pretty cool, right? They we're broadcast the important match live tonight. Don't miss it. There's something moving in that thick bush. What could it possibly be? He's a strong candidate for the job. Don't you think so? He drove carelessly and almost hit the wall dangerously. They gave all their money to charity. How kind is that? That's a clever solution. You're really smart. It's so common to feel nervous before a big speech. The baby cried continuously for an hour. That was tough. The mayor gave a speech at the park today. Did you hear it? Meanwhile, I'll start dinner while you set the table. Please be polite to the guests. Say thank you, and please let's swim in the pool before it gets too cold. He's super popular at school. Everyone wants to talk to him. I predict it's going to rain tomorrow. Just a feeling. We need proof to know the truth. Otherwise, we can't be sure she's going to publish her first book next month. So exciting. I rarely eat fast food, but today is an exception. Did you receive the letter I sent last week? The milk is in the refrigerator. Go grab it quickly. I really relate to her story. It felt so real to me. That idea is ridiculous. How could that even work? The road was rough after the storm. So bumpy. My grandpa was a sailor for years. He has great stories. He got a new job with a higher salary. Good for him. Look at the screen. Something weird just popped up. She's sensitive and cries easily. So be gentle. The doctor said it's a severe allergy. Be very careful. The water here is shallow, so it's safe for kids. Stop making those silly faces. I can't stop laughing. I always use soap that smells like lavender. Where's my other sock? I just had it a minute ago. We really need to sort out this mess right now. There's a beautiful stone by the river. It's so smooth. She's really strong, not just physically, but emotionally too. His speech was a big success. Everyone stood and clapped. Now let's take your transformation to an even deeper level with advanced emotional vocabulary. I feel absolutely exhausted after working 12 hours straight. The thunderstorm was terrifying. Everyone stayed inside the house. She whispered the secret so quietly. I could barely hear her. He shouted angrily at the television during the football match. The sunrise was breathtakingly beautiful this morning. I was completely surprised by the unexpected good news. She felt embarrassed when she tripped in front of everyone. The movie was incredibly boring. I almost fell asleep. He's always complaining about everything. It's really annoying. She smiled warmly when she saw her old friend. The food smells absolutely delicious. I can't wait to taste it. I'm really worried about the important exam tomorrow. She laughed loudly at the funny joke he told. The music was so loud it hurt my ears. I feel proud of my daughter's achievements at school. The baby looks adorable in that tiny blue dress. He seems confused about the complicated directions. She appeared calm, despite the stressful situation. I'm curious about what happened at the meeting. The old man walked slowly with his wooden cane. She danced gracefully across the stage. The dog barked loudly all night long. I feel grateful for your help and support. The flowers smell incredibly sweet in spring. She spoke softly to avoid waking the baby. He's definitely talented at playing the guitar. I'm absolutely certain about my decision. The mountain looks magnificent at sunset. She felt nervous before the job interview. The cat moved silently through the dark house. I'm really excited about the upcoming vacation. He looks tired after the long journey. She remained patient with the difficult customer. The water feels refreshingly cool on hot days. Now we're going to explore complex conversation patterns that will make you sound like a sophisticated native speaker. I've been thinking about what you said yesterday, and I believe you're absolutely right about the situation. We need to seriously consider all the possible consequences before making such an important decision. If I were in your position, I would definitely choose the safer option because the risks are simply too high. The reason why most people fail at learning languages is because they focus on memorization instead of natural acquisition. What I find absolutely fascinating about English is how the same word can have completely different meanings depending on the context. I strongly recommend that you start practicing with native speakers as soon as possible because real conversation is irreplaceable. The more you expose yourself to authentic English, the faster your brain will adapt to the natural rhythm and flow. I used to believe that grammar was the most important aspect of language learning, but now I realize that communication is everything. It doesn't matter if you make small mistakes as long as you can express your ideas clearly and confidently. The key to success is consistent daily practice. Even if you only have 15 minutes a day, those minutes will accumulate into hours and eventually fluency. What most people don't understand is that language learning is not a linear process. Some days you'll feel like you're making incredible progress, and other days you'll feel like you're going backwards. That's completely normal and part of the journey. The brain needs time to process and integrate new information, so be patient with yourself and trust the process. I remember when I first started teaching English, I was amazed by how quickly students could improve when they used the right techniques. The difference between effective and ineffective learning methods is absolutely staggering. It's like the difference between walking and flying to your destination. Now let's practice advanced business and professional English because this is what will truly change your career prospects. I need to schedule a meeting with all department heads to discuss the quarterly budget and upcoming projects. The presentation went extremely well, and the clients were impressed with our innovative approach to solving their problems. We're currently working on developing a comprehensive strategy that will increase our market share significantly. I'm responsible for managing a team of 15 people and coordinating multiple projects simultaneously. The deadline is approaching rapidly, so we need to work more efficiently and prioritize the most important tasks. I'd like to propose a new initiative that could potentially save the company thousands of dollars annually. The negotiations were challenging, but we managed to reach a mutually beneficial agreement that satisfies both parties. We need to analyze the data more carefully before making any final decisions about the product launch. The competition is increasing, so we must differentiate ourselves through superior customer service and product quality. I've been reviewing the contract, and I think we should modify several clauses before signing the final version. Let's now explore emotional and personal English that will help you connect deeply with native speakers. I've been feeling overwhelmed lately with all the responsibilities at work and home. Sometimes I wonder if I'm making the right choices in life. The relationship with my family has become much stronger since I started expressing my feelings more openly. I used to be afraid of failure, but now I see mistakes as valuable learning opportunities that helped me grow as a person when I was younger. I dreamed of traveling the world and experiencing different cultures. Now I'm finally making those dreams come true. The loss of my grandmother last year taught me to appreciate every moment with the people I love most. I'm grateful for all the challenges I've faced because they've made me stronger and more resilient than I ever imagined possible. Learning English has opened so many doors in my life. I can now communicate with people from all over the world, and that feels incredibly empowering. I believe that everyone has the potential to achieve their goals if they're willing to work hard and never give up on their dreams. Sometimes I feel lonely even when I'm surrounded by people, but I've learned that solitude can be peaceful and productive. The most important lesson I've learned is that happiness comes from within, not from external circumstances or other people's opinions. Now we're reaching the final transformation phase where everything comes together and your new English brain fully activates. I want you to feel the incredible journey you've just completed. In the last hour, you've processed over 500 advanced English sentences. You've activated thousands of mirror neurons. You've created new neural pathways. You've built confidence. You've overcome fear. You've connected with the rhythm of English. You've felt the emotions of English. You've started thinking in English patterns. This is not just language learning, this is complete brain transformation. Maria from São Paulo wasn't special, she wasn't gifted, she wasn't lucky. She simply used this exact technique for 60 days and completely transformed her life, career, relationships. Everything changed because when you break through the English barrier, you break through every barrier in your life. Thousands of students are already living this transformation. João from Rio de Janeiro got promoted to international manager after just 3 months of neural shadowing. Sofia from Mexico City started her own business working with American clients. Carlos from Buenos Aires met his future wife at an international conference where he gave a presentation in perfect English. Ana from Bogotá moved to Canada and became a successful entrepreneur, all because they discovered what you just experienced. But here's the critical moment that determines everything. Your brain wants to forget this experience. It wants to return to old comfortable patterns. It wants to convince you that this was just temporary, that you need to go back to traditional methods. You have exactly 24 hours to lock in this neural transformation. After that, the window closes forever. If you felt something change in your brain during this session, if you felt more confident, more natural, more connected to English, if you felt that moment when your brain switched into English mode, then you must act right. Now don't just hit like, don't just subscribe. That's not enough to lock in this transformation. Do this immediately. Record yourself speaking your 5 favorite sentences from this entire session. Post them in the comments with the hashtag neural shadowing tag 3. Friends who desperately need to see this video. Why? Because teaching others permanently locks in your own learning. It's called the protege effect, and it's scientifically proven, but that's just the beginning of your English journey. This was level 1 neural shadowing, but there are 4 more levels that will take you from basic fluency to native level mastery. Level 2 is advanced pronunciation mapping, where you learn to think with an American or British accent. Level 3 is emotional English integration, where you feel emotions in English instead of translating them. Level 4 is cultural fluency immersion, where you understand not just words but cultural context, humor, sarcasm, everything. Level 5 is native speaker intuition, where you develop that mysterious native speaker feeling for what sounds right and what sounds wrong. Each level builds on the previous one, creating an unstoppable momentum toward complete English mastery. The next video in this series goes live in exactly 48 hours, but only subscribers get early access. And here's something that will blow your mind completely. If you think today was powerful, wait until you see the technique that makes you dream in English. It sounds impossible, but over 15,000 students are already using it every night while they sleep. Their brains are building English pathways. This is cutting-edge neuroscience applied to language learning, and it's available exclusively to English Journey subscribers. The choice is yours. Right now, stay where you are. Keep struggling with traditional methods, keep feeling frustrated and stuck, or join the English Journey revolution and transform your life forever. Either way, your brain will never be the same after today. You've experienced something that most English students never discover. You felt your automatic brain taking control. You've tasted real fluency. This is your moment This is your opportunity, this is your English journey, and it starts right now with your first comment. Below, I'll personally read every single one and help you continue this incredible transformation. Welcome to the English journey. Family, welcome to your new English speaking life. Welcome to unlimited possibilities, because when you can speak English fluently, the whole world opens up to you, and that journey begins right now.